Okay. Man, I don't ever wear my watch when I'm on stream, and there's a reason, because it buzzes and I automatically have to look at what it is. I made the mistake of wearing it. I'm gonna have to take it off. All right, so cool. Let's just jump in. This one was dropped in by Cyclo. I also saw it as well. I thought this was funny. Apparently Russell Crowe, when making it's not specifically Russell Crowe, it was the movie he was working on. It was The Pope's Exorcist. Mistakes a Dragon Age icon for the Spanish Inquisition symbol. So apparently, I'm guessing the company who made the movie was trying to find an icon for the Spanish Inquisition. Oh my god, that is tripping me up. And found this Dragon Age icon. It was like, yeah, that's the one. But it sounds like the film is pretty middling. Crow can't elevate the poor take on supernatural demons in the Catholic Church. Is obviously the Frasier TV show font, so it really seems like nobody gave a fuck. I watched that's hilarious, Cyclo. Welcome back, Vash. I watched a guy's take on the film, and they were just like, it was wild. Like, it's not good. It's not. I don't remember if he said it was like ridiculously bad to the point where it was becoming funny or something. I don't remember if it was anything like that, but yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me even a little bit that might happen, that they just didn't give a fuck. Also, guys, normally on the news I have these great news articles we go through. I finally put an ad blocker on, so we should be seeing way less ads, hopefully. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to take a look deeper into this. This is pretty awesome, man. That they just really, that apparently just didn't give a fuck. Oh yeah, look at right here. Can we talk about how the Pope's Exorcist, yeah, the film with Russell Crowe, used the Inquisition symbol from Dragon Age Inquisition as a real world Spanish Inquisition symbol. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Sorry, let's come back and back again. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, nice. Wild. Yeah, that film apparently is supposed to be very wild. So I think it was like a week or two ago, we looked at Layers of Fear is getting a Unreal Engine, I think it's Unreal Engine 5 update, remake, whatever. And so now they have a release date of June 15th. And apparently there's going to be a demo on Steam that'll be available until May 22nd. I definitely plan on playing this, streaming it at some point. It's definitely one of those games I wanted to play the original. I never got to. And if they're going to do an updated version, what better time to get in? Oh my goodness. Oh man.
Plenty with the 21 months.
Yes, finally legal to have an alcoholic beverage in the US, at least. That's true. Yo, Plenty, how you doing? I don't know if I've ever talked about this on stream or not. I probably have. I don't remember. It's one of those things that you never. So yeah, in the US, 21 is the legal drinking age, and in Canada, it is 18. So when I was 18, before Canada required you to have a passport, you could just take your driver's license, which is like given to you by the state that you live in. And Yeah, I went up and had my first legal beer in Canada, with a really delicious pizza. But it was great. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I was talking about being a little tired earlier, but making my way through it, feeling pretty good. So yeah, Layers of Fear. We're definitely going to be checking it out, and now we have a date for it. That's a great idea. What is that? The beer in Canada? I am absolutely loving Bramble Plenty. It is beautiful. It is really intense, but it's really interesting. It's a little broken at times, just a little bit, but even it being a little broken, I still love it. So that just goes to show how good it's been. Yeah. Who knew, man? Listen, I was just trying to get a buzz on, man. I was 18. So apparently there's going to be a Lord of the Rings MMO coming from the New World developers over at Amazon Games, currently in the early stages of development. And you had to go to Canada. I had to. That's where you could do it. Listen, I partake in some adult beverages, maybe a little before I was supposed to. But listen, I think a lot of people get that out when they're a little bit, when you're a little younger, and then you work that out. Some people, of course, struggle, but yeah, man, I barely have any beverages anymore, so it's kind of more of a rare thing. Speaking your interest, yeah, I'd be pretty interested, because I think people like New World. I knew it was like killing people's GPUs when it first came out for a minute there, but New World developer Amazon Games has partnered with Embracer Group's Middle-earth Enterprises to create a brand new MMO based on the Lord of the Rings, which is actually pretty interesting. I feel like that's a world that's primed and ready for massive multiplayer online gaming. Yo, Casper, what's happening, buddy? Yo, let's get a little cheer in the chat for Casper. A little cheer. Yes, that's right. Casper's PS5 has showed up today after a few weeks of back and forthing. It's finally here. How has it been, Casper? Yeah, so I know that they don't really have any kind of like solid dates or anything, because it's obviously very early in the planning stages, but I think if you were a fan of New World or Lord of the Rings or MMOs, I guess, definitely want to keep an eye out for. Okay, so I was kind of talking about, like I said, I picked up Tears of the Kingdom over the weekend and played it a little bit. What did I play? Saturday? Yeah, Saturday or Sunday and Monday. Just a little bit. I've only played like a handful of hours, so I'm not very far in. But I've been really getting a kick out of a lot of the headlines and things like this. Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom players are making really long bridges to solve their problems. So apparently people are just making these huge bridges to just solve any issue. While Tears of the Kingdom encourages players to be as creative as they want, many players have discovered that making really long bridges is just as effective. Link is able to make these really long bridges with the help of the Ultra Hand, which allows players to connect different objects together, including logs, wooden planks, and more. So I was playing this a little bit yesterday, and I got into a shrine, which is like a little puzzle area. And there was specifically like this one puzzle, and I was trying to work on it. And I was over in the Discord, so Vash was hanging out with me a little bit. And we were kind of both like, we weren't sure what to do. And I just ended up making a ramp, just connecting two pieces together to make a ramp to then walk up this area with this ball that you needed for the end of the puzzle, which is not how it was intended to be solved. So I can attest, making a bridge works really well. Also, yes, Cyclo, right after that, there's another area that is a big long open air, or big long river that you're supposed to be able to cross by making like things to cross with. Oh, you know what? I totally figured out how to do those. How to do those puzzles. But there's a big long river spot, and I just put all the pieces of wood across against each other and made a big long bridge. So I can attest, yes, making a bridge, super easy. And I think it's worth trying to solve it. And if you get to a point where you're like, fuck, I don't know, just make a bridge. Streaming playing now, so I have you on my phone. Thank you so much, Casper. I appreciate you, buddy. So yeah, definitely, if you're not sure, make a bridge. I'm not a big Fortnite player, but I know some people still really love Fortnite, especially because they did the zero build stuff. I know people really enjoy that, and so I saw that they are now going to be having ranked play coming up in a update coming up. Oh, I think it's for today, which is set, yeah. So Fortnite ranked play is finally coming to Battle Royale and zero build modes. No bridge run? There's no way. Which is set to arrive on May 16th with us today. Fortnite team shared the details of the Fortnite ranked in a blog, confirmed that players will be competing against others across the globe to reach bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, elite, champion, and unreal ranks. Bronze through diamonds will have 3 ranks, and elite, champion, and unreal will only have 1. So yeah, I guess if you're like a big Fortnite bro, listen, no shade here. You like what you like, get into it. And if you're, particularly good or whatever, now you can get ranked, man. Fortnite can now tell you how good or bad you really are. Yeah, there's no way people are doing no bridge run. I want to make some goofier shit, some shit that isn't just a bridge sometime in Zelda, but I don't know. We'll see. Especially because I know there is like, oh man, like rockets and stuff. I think that'll be when it gets a little goofier. Oh. I also found this one, which I never actually watched any of Archer either, but I wanted to try and consolidate some things that maybe people really enjoyed. Especially for something that is, like this, a show that has 14 seasons, or will have 14 seasons. So Archer is going to end with season 14. The final season will kick off on August 30th. FX long-running animated spy comedy Archer will end with its upcoming 14th season. I never got to watch any Archer. I didn't know it was still going on either, but it always seemed like I would really enjoy it. And then I think like I had watched it a few times, like little bits of it, and it was like I didn't super love it. So it was always kind of interesting, the first few seasons. Yeah, listen, I mean, I never got to watch any, not really, but every time I had kind of seen like clips of it or something, and I was like, oh man, that actually looks like it's pretty good. I just never got around to it. So pretty soon it'll be ending, and listen, if you want to go through, only 14 seasons to go through. But didn't love the show enough. Yeah, that's kind of how I felt about it, I think. And like I said, guys, I am trying to almost speed run the news a little bit today. I apologize. It's not because we don't love the news. It's because I really want to get into some Bramble. I want to try and get through Bramble today. And I want to allow myself some extra time if I can. Zelda creators are interested in a movie after Mario's success, which is there is no way this wasn't going to be a thing. So after, of course, Mario just came out and is doing well, people are going to start to, at Nintendo are going to start to look at what other franchises they can kind of push. Yep, here we go. Tears of the Kingdom producer Eiji Aonuma and the director, I don't know this guy's name, so I won't try it, have shared that they are interested in a film adaptation of Legend of Zelda, especially after the incredible success of the Super Mario Bros. Movie. I don't think it's a great idea. Even now, it's kind of strange. So they said money. They did say money. Yeah, I mean, I even in Tears of the Kingdom, there's a lot of voice lines that are or a lot of acting that actually have like voice acting or whatever. It's very strange for Zelda, games, but it's been fine or whatever. They still haven't given a Link a voice, but I feel like, how do you make a movie about a character who doesn't speak? I feel like it's not going to be impossible. It's just going to be difficult. So I feel like, I don't know. And once they step over that line, then everything's game, So, although I feel like, I don't know, Zelda's one of those series that is just it has evolved a lot. And at first I was kind of very against it, and then I played Breath of the Wild and I was like, ooh, this game's great. And then Tears of the Kingdom was coming out and I was like, ooh, I'm kind of not in for this. And then I kind of saw some things, I've been interested, and now I've been playing and I'm like, this is pretty good. So I don't know, I'm just a hater until I'm not, so make him not talk and be part of the story. Yeah, maybe. I don't know what they would do, but I don't know. It's definitely tough. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Also saw this. The PlayStation VR 2 is now available at Amazon. So if you would like, you can pick up the PlayStation VR 2 on Amazon. Amazon is one of those sites that's just notorious for being, very easy to get things from. I know you can. I don't know what ways you could get it to. Before I'd wondered if it was just through Sony or wherever, but now you can get it through Amazon. The headset is $550, which is, I believe, more expensive than the PlayStation 5 itself. But from everything I've heard, it's a very, very good VR headset. So yeah, I've seen a lot of people saying that it is up there as being one of the best, if not the best, at this point that is commercially available. So it would be nice. I just don't have a spare $550 in my pocket for a VR headset right now. Hopefully at some point it kind of will start to come down in price, and it might be worth the investment at that point. I feel like every week now we're going to be talking about Beetlejuice. There's going to be Beetlejuice headlines out the wazoo. I do miss it. Yeah, same. I agree. I miss it as well. But, one of these days we'll get there. We'll get back to it. So a report is saying that Willem Dafoe is going to be joining Beetlejuice 2. They had a picture of him I don't know if it was just in the on the main site, but it was a real weird picture of Willem Dafoe. He just had a mustache and a big grin. A report by the Hollywood Reporter: Dafoe will play a law enforcement officer in the afterlife. Doesn't Catherine O'Hara is also returning from the original. Oh, nice. So this is, there's some good characters in here. Jenna Ortega, I think, is a good choice for. She's gonna be playing Lydia's daughter. Michael Keaton, of course. Winona Ryder. Some good characters in here. They didn't have the other two characters. I can't even remember. But yeah, it seems like I haven't seen anything about them. One of them was one of the Baldwins, so it might be the one who just shot and killed that dude or that person on set. So might be a struggle for him. Yeah, so listen, this movie is getting a decent cast. We'll just have to see what it ends up turning out like, though. It's still very early on. This one I liked because I always enjoy when companies can be good sports with everybody. What an awful situation. And I agree, and that's the thing is maybe that's why they haven't said anything, because they were like, yeah, I mean, we're not dealing with that dude. It's too bad. It is yeah. So apparently when Tears of the Kingdom launched, both PlayStation and Xbox sent out some little celebratory tweets. So Xbox said, "It's good to be back in Hyrule. Congrats, Nintendo, on Tears of the Kingdom." And PlayStation tweeted that, "Have fun up there, Hylians." I like these. These are just nice little are they publicity things? Sure, of course, but are they also a little bit like, oh damn, you ain't have to do that? Yeah, of course. And that's why I liked them. Every so often, these companies will do stuff like that for each other, and it's whatever. Your competitors and everything or whatever, but at a certain point, you're all kind of serving the same customer, and it is what it is, and we got to celebrate some of these things. Oh, whew. I like that. Washing mushies. Listen, it's cool. You hit me with 1, 2, 3 words. We're good, man. That's all I care about. This was one that I didn't really expect to have to talk about, but I don't know. I feel like I probably should. Just because whatever. Elon Musk has officially announced the new CEO of Twitter. I don't know how to say this person's last name. It's Linda Yaccarino. That's definitely in it. So let's see. I know he announced Max and everything. I think it's Yacarino. Riano. All right, I don't know what to say, but so I think most fans are upset, and I'm here for it. Really interesting. Is there a reason why? I don't know anything about this person. I just know that he's kind of like taking a step back because I think he's taking over like the I was gonna say like IT stuff or something like that, but will no longer be the CEO, right? After he overseeing products, software, whatever. Oh, really? I mean, that first part is one of those things I should have guessed. And the second thing was one of the things I should have guessed but did not expect. And good Lord. So yeah, whatever. I don't know. There's gonna be a new CEO in Twitter. Maybe it'll be better. Maybe it won't. I don't really care. I don't go over to Twitter all that often, so I'm out. Yeah, whatever. We're not gonna talk about it. I don't really care that much about it. I just wanted to say it. On that topic, I won't then. We won't. We're gonna move on, and we're gonna enjoy some more Zelda stuff because, listen, I don't know if you guys all knew, but last Friday, a new Legend of Zelda game came out. So there's a lot of Zelda content coming out right now, and a lot of things about that. So, listen, that's what we're gonna be at. So, I saw this Zelda Tears of the Kingdom PSA. You can beat the boss of the game almost immediately. Ignorance is bliss. That's what we're doing here. We're realizing there's a new CEO and then moving right on. So in Breath of the Wild, you could immediately go to the end boss and you could fight the end boss. I know that it was a big thing. Apparently Tears of the Kingdom is the same. There are some caveats though that I won't get into because there's some spoilery things, and they even in the article they wouldn't touch on too much of it, so I won't go into it too much. But you can do it. I just believe it is more difficult too because it's not as upfront with where you would be going and stuff like that. So I thought that was pretty interesting. It's just a cool kind of thing where Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are definitely kind of like the mirrored games. Even I think it was Vash who was saying it the other day to me, like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask are like these like weird mirrors of each other, and with Majora's Mask being kind of this darker sequel to that game or whatever, where Tears of the Kingdom feels that same thing where it's like the mirror, but it's like the kind of the darker version almost, even though that game seems hilarious at times. It's definitely got like a lot of the same feeling and things like that. So I don't know, it's pretty cool that there is some of that stuff. I did watch a little bit of a review from this guy who was talking about how much he didn't like, some of the building stuff wasn't super his thing, which I kind of felt. He talked about like once you get down from like the first area and you're down back on the ground, where it kind of felt a little bit too much like Breath of the Wild. And I was like, yeah, see, like this guy was like, it was like the one person I kind of heard who wasn't kissing the ass of Zelda, but just because it's Zelda. Like, listen, I love me some Zelda, but just to kiss the ass just because that's what it is, like, well, we have to give it 10 out of 10. That's what we have to do. I mean, you don't have to. There can be things that are like, oh yeah, it kind of felt a little bit boring, a little bit samey, a little bit slow at this point or whatever. Like, yeah, you guys, and you can have an opinion. Some people have really loved it, and I felt I've liked it, but I felt kind of the opposite. I felt like the beginning of the game was really slow and kind of boring, and I didn't really enjoy it. I just wanted to get to some other things. But I've had some good moments now. I've been feeling it. I've been excited. Probably be playing a little bit more tonight at some point. So. About that wasn't mentioned in the early review that is being compared to Subnautica Exploration. Oh, I wonder if that's something that I kind of came up upon earlier from my folks in the know. Okay, there was something I came up upon yesterday when I was playing, and I wonder if that was maybe it. I think there was a an article I was gonna put in here, but I'll mention it when we go through this one. It's a Tears of the Kingdom one too. So there's one good hope out there, guys. There is one Twitter user that is, can you pet the dog? And it just goes through lots of video games, things like that. I think it's a lot of media, and it tells you if you can or cannot pet the dog in certain things. In Breath of the Wild, you could not pet the dog, and apparently in Tears of the Kingdom, you still can't pet the dog. How could this be? How can you still not pet the dog? I'm disappointed. 0 out of 10. That's what I'm saying. Everybody's like, oh, this game's so great. Nah, it ain't. You can't pet the dog. Although, all right, let me bring this back now to the other point I was gonna make. I don't have the big thing for it here, but if you played Breath of the Wild and you had a horse that you registered at the stables in Breath of the Wild, you can get them in Tears of the Kingdom. A little bit redeemed. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I was, my heart when I got to get my horse back. Whoo. It was an emotional moment. So all you gotta do is go to the stables. They ask if you're registered or you register or whatever, and then they ask if you want to register a horse, and the guy's like, you have an invisible horse, and he's like, oh wait, you do have a horse here, and then you can get your horse out from the previous game. All you have to do is have the same save file on that Switch that you played Breath of the Wild on, of course. But yeah, it is actually one of those kind of pretty cool things.
Lurk.
Hey, no problem, Plenty. I've heard lots of things like that as well, like that they're doing many little things that from save data and stuff. So definitely should check it out if you have played Breath of the Wild. I threw this one in here. Cyclo kind of mentioned this to me, that Fanatical is doing a bundle fest. Apparently they're doing these bundles that you can buy, and they're switching up every day. So if you're interested in, you get over here, check it out. There's lots of games, and apparently they're switching around all the time. I saw that this bundle switches out in 15 hours. Let me hold on 1 second. Oops. I'm gonna throw this one in the Discord. I did not have this one in there already, but I'll throw it in there just so that everybody can check it out, of course. Yeah, check it out. It's I know Fanatical as being just a really great place for finding good game deals. I think Cyclo had mentioned it in the Discord. He had not actually put the page in there. I went and found it. I didn't throw it in there because I grabbed it right before stream, but it is in there now, so please go check it out. Just a couple more, and then we can get into some rambling, guys. Some rambling. You can now watch the Super Mario Bros. Movie at home. Apparently, following its 1 billion plus box office conquest, you can now watch it. I think it is on Apple iTunes, which who knew that was still a thing? Vudu and Amazon. I wanted to watch this. I didn't realize it was already out. So I don't even know if it'll be in theaters or not. But yeah, at some point I'm gonna go and check it out. Not for $30, I won't though. Yeah. We'll never go download their games? Oh shit, that's true. The movie price is set, and that's where it's at forever. Unless a super rare sale happens, which will only be for 2 hours and only to the first 300 people. For 20 years? Damn. I can't believe you went so conservative with that. I know I've been talking about the writer's strike, every week. I think I've had a couple of things here and there. But as I see stuff kind of being put on hold, I want to kind of bring them up as well. So Last of Us Season 2 is going to be being put on hold because of the writer's strike. No scripts have been written, and showrunner Craig Mazin is currently striking as well. So it's been 2 weeks since the strike has started, and several TV productions have already begun to feel its effects. Casting for this second season of The Last of Us, Netflix, Stranger Things, and Andor have ceased in the wake of the strike, according to multiple sources with knowledge of the production. It's just too bad. I know, it's for the right cause. They're doing the strike. They're doing all the right things. So I get it. It's just, we want more Last of Us. We're just gonna have to end up probably being more patient than we feel like we originally thought. I'll be interested to see how long the strike goes on for, and hopefully just let Neil get in there and write it all. So the other day I was talking about Andor and how the guy who was like heading up Andor was like not stopping production or anything, and he was getting called out. Yeah, the same thing would happen if Neil got in there and did it. Yeah, it's like a bad look to cross that line. But yeah, I hope this can kind of get resolved, sooner rather than later. But I also hope it's not at the expense of the writers. So, let's see. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I don't think it matters if you're a Hollywood writer or not. I think if you're a writer at all, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I think if you you would be.
Casper with the raid. Welcome.
Yo, Casper, thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream, buddy? Getting to check out all those games. Do you have any Clippy Zip here, man?
Time to earn your pay, people. Put on your game faces.
I tell you, I'm not too comfortable working with Pakatari and these rebels. Their kind of ideology always ends up with more bodies in the ground. What's your feeling on this op, Nomad?
End of the day, this is a revenge mission. We need to focus and get this done quick before we get stuck between local politics and the firestorm.
What the fuck was that?
First
Clip it.
objective, track down that Santa Blanca lieutenant so we can find Amaru.
Yeah, Casper, I hope your stream went well. I know you're playing some PS5 games, or a little bit. Hopefully it was going well. I don't even know what I was saying, so we're just gonna move on. I have this one and then two trailers to watch. This one was super cool. I haven't gotten to check this out yet. So there has been an update to Tears of the Kingdom from Breath of the Wild, is what they're kind of getting at. Is usually when you cook, Link would have like a little humming tune that he would do, and apparently it's been expanded in Tears of the Kingdom. Apparently he will hum or sing like tunes from the actual Zelda series. So they have like the main Zelda theme, Ballad of the Windfish, Epona song, Saria's theme, like a lot of those kind of things. Pretty cool stuff, actually. Man, that is awesome, actually. Let's get Epona's in here too. Yeah, those are awesome. That's awesome. I haven't come across that yet. That is great. And super, super cute. So yeah, if you haven't seen it, I know, you know, it can be a thing, you know, it might take some time, but now you know what to look out for. Back is hurting. Understandable. Yeah, get into some Destiny, dude. So then I have 2 announcement trailers, or trailers or whatever. This one was an announcement for a game called Station to Station. This one's a game trailer. I just thought it looked kind of cute. Maybe it'll be something really relaxing and fun for somebody. I want you all to check it out. Yeah, just a cool little pixely, little train kind of almost village simulation kind of thing. So could be really cool. I don't know. It also just seemed really, really chill, which is actually kind of nice. And the last one is a trailer for Haunted Mansion, which is going to be a movie by Disney. The only reason I'm bringing this one up is because of the I believe the main who is starring in it. Yeah, check it out, Joe.
Wait! I should warn you before you step inside the house. This could change the course of your entire life.
I'm not afraid of a couple ghosts.
You say that now.
This mansion is unhinged.
These ghosts definitely don't want to leave.
Death lurks around every corner.
God, give us a break. There's so many bad people in the world. Haunt them.
Amen.
I do like surprises.
Is anybody else seeing this?
I hope you do too.
We're in a fight, whether we like it or not.
Or else we're stuck here for eternity.
If this comes down to an exorcism, we're in big trouble.
This house is dripping with souls, but there's always room for one more.
My friend was mugged.
He was tall. He had hair that was sticking out of a top hat.
Top hat.
Yes. He had,
So
nice.
a top hat.
You would pull a rabbit out of it, probably.
Eyes.
They were a bit sunken.
Deep sunken eyes.
Like a raccoon.
Beady
They
eyes.
set back. And he was smiling like, yeah, like that.
This kind of thing.
Exactly.
Is this the man who mugged you?
Wow. You just did that just now?
Yes, that is the only reason I even put it in here, was just for Lakeith Stanfield. I absolutely love Lakeith. I think he's one of these just great actor, and very fun. Yes, and DeVito, of course. I think they got a good little cast there. It actually doesn't look terrible. Listen, I'm a little bit interested now. Last thing I gotta do, we gotta go over some Survivor stuff, y'all. Looks pretty goofy on purpose. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm feeling. Yeah, I had a blast. I am so excited, excited for you. I'm really happy for you that you got to finally get the PS5 and really had a good time, man. That is super, super awesome. All right, last part of the news, and then we'll get into some Bramble. On Thursday, we had the newest episode of Survivor. The reason I always bring this up, I'm always going to try and bring it, explain why in the news, but at the beginning of every season of Survivor, my girlfriend and I will play a little wager, little bet on each season. So at the beginning we have to choose a random person. I mean, we get to choose whoever we want that we believe is going to go as far as we think they're going to go far in the game. So you choose a person, you hope they go far. If they get voted out, you have to choose another person by the end of the next year. It's like a midpoint in the next episode, you have to choose another person. Every time you lose a person, though, you have to put a tally by your name. It just keeps it interesting. By the end, the person with the least amount of tallies at the end is kind of the winner. It's not anything that we put anything on, just something to keep it extra interesting because we both enjoy Survivor. I will give you guys the update. I had a person named Sarah, and she got voted out, so I am down one. And then I chose a person named Carson. My girlfriend chose a person named Franny, which then brings us into... Oh, I think I talked about this. So Franny got voted out, and so she is down one. So now we are both 1-1, and she has chosen a new person, who was not Danny, who did get voted out in the last episode. She has chosen a person named Carolyn, who has been a absolute enjoyment to watch. She has been intense to watch. A person who is not afraid to be herself, and she's been real interesting. When we were first watching the first couple of episodes, I think I remember saying something like, yeah, I hope Carolyn goes all the way to the end, and she may now. So that is going to be M's pick for going forward. So mine is Carson, and now hers is Carolyn. We are both one tally apiece for the win. Listen, I'm Carsoned in right now. I'd love to see Carolyn, be around, but also now I have to vote again. I have to root against her. So no, that's not true. So cool. Thank you guys for indulging me, and that is it for the news.